much, do too much. Ain't enough, ain't enough. Where you from?
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny Smith is here. Shaquille O'Neal. Big guy right there. The action tonight will be live from Salt Lake City as the Utah Jazz play against the San Antonio Spurs.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the... And as things get... Teaching and motivating. He's done a nice job, DA. Thanks. Well, we're around the halfway point now, Doris. Some clubs are obviously in a rebuild mode, but it can be hard for many team owners to accept that and accept that path they're on.
Well, when you've been the guy to make that financial investment, there can be a little bit of impatience because one of your responsibilities is keep people in the seats. You've got to pay the bills. What you have to do is you make clear to the fans the vision that they have. If you make it clear, Kev, maybe they can sort of embrace the rebuild and celebrate the step-by-step progress.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got Murray. Aldridge out there with Medu. Then it's DeRozan, and it's AI in at the shooting guard position.
Well, the defense so concerned about the dribble drive ability of Donovan Mitchell, but boy, you better contest as well.
It's AI on the wing. Covered by Mitchell. The shot's good.
You won't see many better finishes than that. Goes under the bucket, takes the defender completely out of the play.
Passes to Gobert. Oh, the lob to Gobert. He can't hit that time. And the Spurs with possession. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And how about the effort that they put forth in that game, playing just lockdown D?
Well, you know what they say, defense wins championships, and they made a huge effort to shut them down.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's tightly guarded. Outside Favors. Just 5 on the clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here. And here's Ingles outside. Rebound by Murray. The Spurs have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game.
You don't pass for the sake of passing. You wait until the defense commits. And AI doing that, finding the man breaking open.
Utah's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Mitchell in the corner. There's the 3. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. 6 points for Donovan Mitchell.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Right. The effort could have been so much better. You've got to be willing to fight through that screen. There's no question about it.
A nice shot by AI.
Impressive. 5 straight makes. Love the play calling here.
For Utah, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Moutier looking around. Gobert can't hit. San Antonio leading by 4. Doris, you've covered the NBA and the Jazz for so long. Just how much does this team mean to its community?
Well, this is one of the great environments in the entire NBA. Jazz fans are diehard. They're loud and they're proud. And I'll tell you, as the only pro team in the state, it's no wonder.
Moutier kicks to Ingles. From deep three-point range, Utah with a fresh 24. Feeds to Mitchell. And he uses the glass on the layup. Mitchell's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, Donovan Mitchell will beat you inside or out. If you want to do a job defensively, you've got to push him out of the paint.
It's AI on the wing. Covered by Mitchell. AI got it. Good job in the low post. AI's got 8 points.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. And for so long, it seems Derek Favors had played in a crowded front court, but still can get the job done.
And Favors has shown his versatility and impact in spot minutes his whole career. Every team can use a player like Favors. He just eats up space inside and can play that tough D. Offensively, I think he'd like to get back to where he was around 2015, and hopefully he'll find the chances to do so.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Gobert. Jay Crowder comes in for Derek Favors. Butler, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Dante Exum in for Emmanuel Mudiay. Walker's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Not going to go that time. Aldridge with some nice D. AI left side. And 101 left to play here in the first. And the jam by AI.
Well, get to the rim and drop the hammer. AI making his point.
Jazz trail by 8. Exum passes to Crowder. Mitchell outside. Outside Butler. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the first. Shot clock at 6. Shoots off the step back. Utah the rebound. Crowder kicks to Butler. Nice ball movement by Utah. Exum dishes to Mitchell. Another shot. It's another look. And it's good on the way in. 10 points for him.
He has certainly done his part this period. Just needs to get a little more help from his teammates.
For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a loss to the Spurs in San Antonio. AI in the post. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Jay Crowder. San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Well, I think night in and night out, you can trust AI to be active and aggressive. He will bring the fight to the defense.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Rudy Gobert talks about his expectations for the team.
Every year I want to keep getting better, and
Well, and as a competitor, this is what you should be thinking, and Greg, you should be talking about, winning a title.
For sure. I mean, it'll take a lot of work, but Gobert sounds like he's up for the challenge of proving the doubters wrong.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
Well, the commitment is evident, and they are simply phenomenal at their aggression on the defensive end right now.
Exum and Mitchell, the guard tandem. Jay Crowder out there with Kaminsky. And it's Butler in at the 3 slot. That's the group right now for Utah. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Jazz was all business. He finished with 27 points and also...
107 left in the first half of the game. And it's Mitchell missing.
Boy, a little too casual on the layup. Temporary loss of focus. Not good.
Aldridge. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Exploiting the opposing defense in the paint here. That they've set up shop down in there this second quarter, and boy, are they cashing in.
Mudiay kicks to Favors. Has to Gobert. Inside. Stolen by AI. Right side, DeRozan. Basket is good. The assist from AI. AI's got 6 assists in the game.
Well, DeMar DeRozan excels at finding space to score from the mid-range. Whether it's coming off a screen or if he has to, breaking down a defender, he'll get to that spot.
Back to Mitchell. DeRozan against Gobert. Another miss by Utah.
Well, they get it to the high percentage area, and then it all goes wrong from there.
It's AI on the wing. And AI with the stuff.
And they're just dominating on both ends. And it's reflected now in the score.
Oh, absolutely, Greg. They're absolutely rolling in sync totally on both the offensive and defensive ends.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what concerns you most about the first half?
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at AI, in this game, he has been everywhere.
And we saw his work over the first 2 quarters, really pushing the action and consistently finding the open man.
It felt like he owned that first half because he involved his guys with his passes, found different ways to take advantage of the defense.
On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got LaMarcus Aldridge, Murray out there with AI. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Medu in at the 4. Mitchell outside, and there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his first foul. To the inside, stolen away.
I don't like that decision there on the entry pass, not with the defender right there ready to pick it off.
And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
The Spurs have shot just 1 free throw, missing that one earlier.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
So many aspects go into developing, Doris, a winning team, coaching players, all the front office moves. How much do you think ownership affects that equation?
Well, I think it's absolutely critical. Leadership starts at the top down. And what kind of organization do you want? What kinds of behaviors will you tolerate? What kinds of things do you emphasize in terms of what you want your culture to be about? And to me, that starts at the top. When you look at the organizations that have great history with sustained success, it starts at the top with ownership.
I like your word culture there. That makes so much sense. Tries from 10. Good on the bucket. AI's got 16 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Stolen by AI. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Murray. Unable to get that one. So Utah will take it the other way. They can look forward to the Oracle Arena after this game to match up against Golden State. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. AI kicks to Aldridge. And good coming on the assist by AI. AI's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Utah calls timeout.
Well, I mean, he needs to talk to his guys. The interior defense has been horrific.
Absolutely no rim protection whatsoever. At this point, the other team is walking all over them on the inside.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Bradley's checked in for Gobert. Kaminsky comes in for Derek Favors. Jay Crowder's checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Dante Exum in for Emmanuel Mudiay. The Spurs also changing it up. Bertanis, he's checked in for Medu. Walker comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for DeJounte Murray.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
AI passes to Aldridge. That one drops for him. Aldridge has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Exum finds Bradley. Outside Crowder. Back to Mitchell from 13. Bertans grabs the board. Bertans got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, they've been playing some tough defense on him in this period, and it's starting to affect him. This guy's having trouble finding the target right now.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Crowder with the basket on the assist by Kaminsky. Crowder's got his second basket.
Well, I'll tell you, great job by Crowder to free himself up, an aggressive interior scorer.
AI passes to Bertens. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Jazz have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Mitchell outside. Over AI. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 14 points for the game.
I'll tell you cannot fault the defensive effort. Donovan Mitchell is just so good at keeping his concentration through a great contest.
Here's AI. 9 for 9, looking deadly accurate, like guys he cannot miss.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Mitchell passes to Kaminsky. Got a hand on it, and they'll keep possession.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Back to AI. To the middle. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Exum kicks to Kaminsky. And it's off from three-point range. San Antonio with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Bertans' shot is good.
And so far, they have been in complete control of this one. Just a well-rounded effort on the road.
Really just sheer dominance, going into enemy territory and flat out taking over this one.
And AI with the stuff.
Boy, great anticipation by AI. Picks up the steal and kickstarts the break.
Here's Mitchell. He's got 14. Over AI. Tips it up. Bertans grabs the board. And a wide open look for... Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the fourth.
AI has been on display for San Antonio. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
A different look now for San Antonio. DeMar DeRozan comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And AI is subbed in for Bellinelli. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Well, this guy's so big and athletic and getting very good at establishing himself on the interior.
Ingles outside with Favors at power forward. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Moutier, and it's Gobert in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group right now for Utah. Fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. That sends AI to the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. Free throw good, AI. Locker room presence, one of the aspects that gets overlooked by fans, but Doris, not by coaches. And there are some players who have that presence.
You know what, Kevin? And this can take the shape of a lot of different things. So one guy that comes to mind is Sean Livingston. Always calm, always about team. Thaddeus Young is not a name necessarily that is at the top of every best player list, but anyone who's ever coached Thad Young believes in his ability to affect positively a locker room. Then you have those guys who maybe are going to challenge you a little bit more, but ultimately are good for the team. And I would cite Draymond Green, who will call out a teammate if necessary, push them to greater heights. You need both kinds, I think, Kevin, in your locker room.
Ingles with the ball. Now guarded by DeRozan. Rebounded by the Spurs. Medu's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. DeRozan, that's good.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Now here's Moutier. He's guarded by AI. Now Ingles. 6 to shoot. To halt the run. That shot missing. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by AI.
DeMar DeRozan is constantly on the hunt for the best shot possible. And if there's a defender staring him in his face, it doesn't faze him.
Back to Moutier. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That'll be his second foul of the game. When it comes to building confidence, Doris, some people say playing one-on-ones in practice is a huge help. Is that something that you did when you were playing at Providence?
Kevin, I believe this could be the single greatest development tool for any individual player. If you start at the free throw line and play one-on-one against a player who's maybe slightly above your level or certainly at your level, and you limit that one-on-one from the free throw line to 2 dribbles or less, your skill set, I promise you, is going to develop. The other thing I would encourage young players to do is play 3-on-3, because it forces you to move and to cut and to screen and how to do those things properly if you're going to be effective. I love one-on-one, 2-on-2, 3-on-3. It always helps you when you go back to the 5-on-5.
That's such great advice. Ingles with the ball. Walker with the rebound.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Spurs.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for AI.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
They need this one. Mitchell's shot is good.
Well, this is problematic because Donovan Mitchell can hurt you any number of ways. Driving, spotting up, you name it, he's got it.
AI right side. And AI with the stuff.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
At this point, they're completely overwhelming them. The opposition looks totally defeated.
Tipped away. Stolen by AI. 36 seconds left in the fourth. Good on the shot.
I'll tell you, when you're the visiting team, it can be hard to maintain focus, but not tonight.
No, I think that they've been locked in during this game. They didn't let the opposing crowd get to them at all. This has been pure domination.
Walker against Ingles. Shot clock at 5. Back to Mitchell. Lets it go from deep. And Utah another 3.
Well, just another weapon in the arsenal of Joe Ingles, right? The catch-and-shoot game on point.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't.